Hi guys, what's up? This is Norm from the Board Game Museum. Welcome, and today I'm going to be showing you some board game thrift store finds and sales that I've had over the last few months. So this session I've had some thrift store finds, I've had some store sales that I've come across, Barnes & Noble, Target, Walmart. Just seeing a lot of these sales going around. So let's go ahead and get started. So we'll start with Big Thunder Mountain. This comes from Barnes & Noble. I got this for half off. It was like $16. And this is a pretty fun little game. This has a old vintage idea to it here with a little 3D board and using marbles and stuff like that. But you're basically painting for gold and ore, and then you're trying to sell it, and you're just trying to make points by doing so. It's a fun game. Okay, this is interesting. Now, you've heard of that game Barrel of Monkeys, right? Well, this is Giant Barrel of Monkeys. I mean, this thing is huge. I don't see very many copies online at all, but if you open it up, you just have to twist it. But anyway, you'll just open it up and twist it and stuff like that, and he's got the monkeys are like huge. So yeah, it's something my son and I kind of played around with a little bit. It's fun. Okay, so this is a classic game. I got this for $2, and this is Penty, and this is the one in the tube. It has the board that you roll up and everything, and it came complete too. I think this goes for about 20 bucks or so. It's a good deal. Okay, so we've got a lot of vintage games here we found. We got Booby Trap here. I think I got this one for $5 or so. It's a classic game, not very difficult to learn. It's pretty simple, but a classic nonetheless. Okay, here's a game I got from the same person. I think I got a bunch of games from him for $5 each. And this one is called Don't Wake Daddy. Now this is a game that kind of plays a little bit like Greedy Granny, or those games where you have to like be careful not to wake somebody up by pushing a certain mechanism. Well, this one, Daddy is in bed and you're trying to sneak to get to the refrigerator, and there's like certain items you land on that might wake him up. You might have a card that can prevent it. If you don't, you have to push the button a certain amount of times depending on the space, and if you wake Daddy up, you got to go back to start. So, fun little game. Okay, here's a game we have not played yet, but it is called Out of Control by Parker Brothers. So this is a game, I've played a game similar to this before, where you can't do certain things, or you might be able to do certain things like points, and then you can't do other things, so you might end up getting buzzed depending on whatever it is. Now, I have not played this game yet, but it sounds like a whole lot of fun. This sounds like it would be right up my alley. Okay, so this is a game I recently reviewed, one I've been looking for, and I got this for $5. It's the old version of Grape Escape. Yeah, Play-Doh, smashing Play-Doh, basically just trying to get over here to the end, but it's got the fantastic little mechanism here with the jam maker where you can just basically mangle all these grapes. It's fun. Okay, so I got a couple Monopoly games here. We got Monopoly Here and Now. Now this version has the passport tokens on it here on the back. It's a much shorter edition of Monopoly, but essentially you're traveling around just trying to collect these little tokens here on your passports and stuff, and you have to get certain different sizes, and you're basically trying to fill your passports with these little tokens over here. Pretty cool. Okay, so this is a Monopoly I found at Ollie's. I think I got this for, well, 10 bucks. Not too bad. Monopoly Fall Guys. Have not played this version yet. It has like some traps and stuff like that that you have to contend with in this game, so interesting. Okay, so this was a big find. This was like 14 bucks, but I think it goes for probably more than double that. It's called Fresco. This is a game that has to do with, I think, the Renaissance. Is that correct? Oh, it's the painting of the cathedral ceiling with Michelangelo, I believe. But I'm looking forward to trying this. I heard a lot of good things about it. Okay, so I got this for $1. This is like one of those, I guess, timed racing type games. It's called Paramed. It's clear. You're basically trying to stabilize patients, get them to the hospital, manage resources, upgrade your ambulance. Some of it looks has some humor. Bought knife to a gunfight type thing. Okay, so this one comes from Queen's Games. I'm hopefully pronouncing this right. This is called Alhambra, I believe is what it's called. And I have this upside down too. Owning the most building cards of certain types at the right time with types of support. It's a card game, so it looks interesting. And I got this for $5. Okay, so we got this for $3. It's sealed new. It's the deluxe edition of Rush Hour. I absolutely love Rush Hour, and the deluxe edition I'm excited to get. But essentially, it's basically a puzzle game where you're setting these cars up and you have to get the red car out and by moving the other cars around. And now, if you go online, they've got like thousands of different configurations that you can use to try to solve it. And so yeah, cool game. Okay, so I got this on clearance. The box had a little bit of damage to it, but I got this at Barnes & Noble, and this one is called Temple Raider. I looked at the back and it kind of intrigued me. It has this little 3D thing going on. The back says you're trying to get your relics out, essentially. So looks cool. Gonna try it out. All right, so this was 75% off. I got this for $7, and this is a game called Planet. This was at Barnes & Noble too. Got a really cool mechanism over here with this circle thing where you're able to, with magnets, post these different types of terrain on the globes. I have not played this yet. Got excellent reviews, so looking forward to trying it out. All right, so this is a cool find. I got this for $1. And this is Enchanted Forest. This is a beautiful looking kids game. Love this game. It's kind of a game based on memory, but it's also based on like fairy tales. They have different characters from fairy tales in there and stuff like that. Beautiful looking game though. Here's the back of the box just so you can kind of see. All right, and finally, well, this isn't too much of a grand finale here, but I'll show it to you. This is an old game called Kentucky Derby Racing Game. I think this originally came out in 1930s, I think. This particular version, I think, is a 60s. No, it's from 1970. It's a very simple game, but we're going to have a review of this up soon. You're basically just trying to win a race by spinning a spinner, and that's it. All right, guys, that does it for us this time. Y'all take care, keep on gaming. We'll see you later.